Welcome to episode 263 of the Bear Trap on the Boom and Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today we're going to the film to look at David Montgomery in the run game against the LA Rams. Before we get started, just want to make it clear, even though I've said this before, but, you know, people on the internet apparently hear what they want to hear. I've said many times that David Montgomery has talent, and even more so in the last few weeks, I just really been impressed by a lot of the talent that he does have. However, he is not a perfect back. Even with the struggles of the offensive line, there are times that he contributes to those issues in the run game. As much as people like to just think it's black and white, oh, it must be just this. It must be just Leno. It must just be the O-line. No, there's a lot of moving parts, and a lot of times, especially with our inside zone, he doesn't always have the best vision. And so while, he has a lot of talent, that part is also there. So, understand things, more than one thing can be true. So just because I feel like he can get better with navigating the zone doesn't mean that I don't think he has tremendous talent and very underrated. I mean, just not really given a true chance to shine, but his balance, the way how hard he runs, his sudden change of direction in a short area is all really impressive. But anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. So we got about 14 plays. First and 10, so it's first play of the game. I don't think we passed until a little further. Maybe that's not true. But anyway, we got a toss here. Got out of our two tight end set. And immediately you see Montgomery duck inside before bouncing back outside. Now, again, we got the two tight ends here, so they're going to double the edge and take this to the next level. So Montgomery is running, really even further back when the play is designed to obviously hit out at the perimeter. That does suck the defenders in for a little bit. He hits a wall and has to bounce out. But, yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on the wide angle. We'll look at the end zone view. So again, you toss, and this is where the play is supposed to hit. And for whatever reason, Montgomery takes it inside. Again, good balance, good ability to get off the tackle later. But from the initial handoff, I'm just wondering why he's choosing to turn it up there. I don't know. As we always talk about, backside pursuit is a thing, especially when you're doing zones, perimeter plays, where you're leaving people on the backside. The backside pursuit is always going to be there. So if you choose not to take it play side, you got to be ready for the defenders behind you. All right, the inside zone there. Moderate gain. Let's see. About 4 yards. All right, so inside zone, two tight ends set. They're in an eye front look. So good movement by Leno. All right, so let's go back. Somebody missed somebody. So zone rules really, this Harris should be going right to 22 right now because of where he is and where he is. He should check here, but go see that's not what he should be doing. Because right now, as you can see, him and Jimmy are comboing to nothing. They're comboing to the outside. That's not where the second level defender is. The second level defender is right here. So you should be comboing here. If he's inside, Harris should be going there right now. Now, if you make that play, then it's a one-on-one with It's a 1-on-1 for Montgomery instead of a 2-on-1. All right, under center, deuce close. See what we got. Yeah, split zone. I figured one of our other plays that we like to run a lot. Short gain. Let's see what we got here. So split zone, Harris is going to come backside and block this edge. And it's interesting when you do it close because now you got an extra blocker, especially with Komet out there. But Komet goes next level, so edge here. I mean, come on, Montgomery, you got to ride that B gap. I was like, this block looks pretty good. So you're going to get Massey. Now, obviously, Floyd is pretty wide, so that gives him a nice good cushion so he could come fan block him. Then Fetty's going to have to deal with AD. These two should be combo into 41. And so that's a B gap. I mean, you got to take that. That's a 1-on-1 matchup with the linebacker instead of going into the trash. And then Floyd eventually gets off Massey, but again, it's a game of seconds. If you hit that hole the correct way, Leonard's out of the play. So they run split inside zone again. Moderate gain, what was that? 3rd and 3. So 3rd and short. I believe this is a little later in the game. But let's see. I like that formation. We should run that more. I'm not going to lie. So split zone. And, I mean, for a short gain, it's okay. Obviously, again, this play is designed to hit in the B gap. And then we reduce the splits too. I actually really love that. So this should be hidden here. Massey misses his block, so that B gap is messed up. But again, it's a short gain, so kind of riding the wave of the backside, even though the backside isn't technically that open. But Komet ends up losing his block on the edge as well. But hard-nosed running enough to get what you need. So 2nd and 8. Oh, we're still in the first quarter. I know they passed out of that formation later. So I don't know what this is supposed to be because Jimmy Graham comes the same way. Well, not really. I guess this was supposed to be a split zone. Yeah, it was. So what happens is the penetration. We'll see who it is. It looks like it was AD. But whatever the penetration is going to cause Jimmy to bubble. Instead of getting straight to the edge on the split zone, he's going to have to go around. And he gets right in Montgomery's way. So Coward gets beat off the snap. That's absolutely blown up. Then you have to cut back to the edge who's unblocked because Jimmy wasn't able to make his way over there. And that's the power AD. And people like Skip Bayless talk about how he's not good. That's absolutely crazy. So 2nd and 7. We're in the second quarter. Under center. Now that one looked like a dive. Obviously short to no gain, but let's see. Might be a zone. Yeah, it's a zone. I mean, honestly, that's just a stalemate. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Well, I take that back. That double team is a little loose. So that kind of clogs it up a little bit. You would like to see a better step by Whitehair, better flow towards the linebacker. So that gives Coward more space, and then that gives Leno more space as well. Because right now, since Whitehair isn't moving, Coward really isn't able to move, and then Leno's not able to move. So not sure what happened there where Whitehair got so tangled up with him. That should have been just a zone combo. All right, 2nd and 14, second quarter. Towards the end, multiple tight end set. Run our inside zone. Short gain. And that's interesting. I mean, obviously, if Fetty doesn't get a whole lot of movement, but it looks like there should have been lanes. Now, there's nobody over the center. Yeah, I mean, really, that's just on the Fetty. Because what happens is Whitehair is going to go immediately second level. And let me watch Massey, because I feel like Massey should have helped move. Looks like that's AD, so that makes sense. But looks like Massey in this lineup should help move AD. He just kind of gets a tap on him. And AD is squarely in that B gap, and that just makes it bounce back. So with Massey, you got to control first level first, especially if it's AD. All right, 1st and 10, we're in the third quarter, backed up against in our own end zone. 22 personnel. Looks like a lead zone or a lead dive. Looks kind of like a lead zone. And Harris completely held Leonard Floyd. Surprised we didn't get called for that. Maybe we did. But yeah, that was part of the problem. Yeah, this is actually a lead dive. I mean, you honestly, you gotta go, Montgomery. Like, that's as good as it is. You backed up against the fullback, gets a helmet on the helmet. You just gotta push that pile. Like, trying to bounce it out and do all that is what really got you ate up. Not saying you're gonna get a lot of yards, but you just gotta put your head down and get as much as you can get on that dive. All right, 2nd and 9. Again, backed up. 22 personnel. Same play. Actually, it looked like it went weak. Oh, no. We got an ace formation. So, yeah, this definitely looked like more of a zone than just a dive. And, again, they all know it's runs. Not a whole lot you can surprise them with here. Whitehair falls off his block. But I think Montgomery was going there anyway. And Massey is not able to sustain that block. But, yeah, I don't think you were really going to get much out of that. 2nd and 2 in the third quarter. 12 personnel. Looks like a weak zone. Let's see. It looks like Montgomery ended up cutting back. AD whoops a Fetty, which causes the cutback. But again, on the short run, you just get your head down, get what you can get. But yeah, AD blew that up. It would have been pretty good too if he was able to stay there. But yeah, AD forces that to cut back. And this is the stuff where people talk about AD that doesn't come up because there's no stat for that. And the casual people and talking heads, all they know is a stat. So split zone, Montgomery ends up cutting back, backside pursuit over pursuit, and he was able to make a play out of that. But yeah, it was a split zone. AD held his ground, kind of made it bubble. And I take it back. It wasn't an over pursuit. Harris took down the edge. And that just allowed Montgomery to cut it back. And that is what the purpose of split zone is. That's why people like it. All right, 2nd and 8. We're in the fourth quarter. 11 personnel. Another inside zone. Looks like it was weak. Yeah, so he's on to the weak side. These two should be climbing the linebacker. But linebacker pursued. Now, one of the big problems here is Massey, which I don't get. That's good by Fetty. Massey, you need to move your feet, man. The backside should not be able to make that play. Now, 26 is there. But again, I'd rather have my back one-on-one with a safety than going up against safety and a backside defensive lineman. And those make the difference. So 3rd and 1. Jet motion. Basically do a fullback dive with 2 running backs in the backfield, which I like. Honestly, to me, that's akin to some of the tight end shuffle or shovel stuff and tight end or fullback screens. Like, you know, a lot of mirror motions and smoke and then just put it up the gut. I'm fine with that. All right, so we do a zone. Charles Leno is defeated immediately. Not sure who it was by, but I just saw 72 looking around. And actually, him and Coward were destroyed and that was a good move by Montgomery, who immediately hit the spin. I remember watching this live, but so it looks like we were running it. No, we were running to the strong side, I think. Let me see. But either way, AD completely blew that up, and it had to be the strong side, yeah. Well, no, they zoned the other way. And we've done this before, and I'm not exactly sure why, where I've seen us. So, as you'll see, the line is going to zone step to our right. The defense is left. But the handoff, the mesh point, is going to be the opposite way, and I don't understand that, to be honest with you. Not something I'm familiar with. But either way, AD blew that up, forced. But the thing is, again, because you handed it off to against the grain, even if AD didn't blow that up, you would have had backside right there. So I just don't understand the concept of that play. All right, and actually that's not it. So had somebody mention they want to see the Foles interception. So we got a little bonus content because I didn't include that in the incompletion. So we are looking at that. So this is 3rd quarter, 2nd and 4. Let's see. We are down 14 at this point. So obviously a score here would be huge for us. And it's only 2nd down. Now we decide to do a little sprint out, similar to what we did later in the game, where so really you're just going to have Anthony Miller come out on this out route, and then you're going to have the corner behind it. And again, I think live they had a good commentary of what happened. A, Rap does a good job, but B, this defender They have outside leverage, and this is playing smart coverage. So receivers, they're gonna do what they got to do to get free at the line of scrimmage. They're gonna shake and bake. They're gonna do all that. They're gonna try to head fake you. But when you're playing a zone, then you need to understand where your leverage is, or man. So he breaks inside, but you have safety help. So the corner stays to the outside. So now when the route comes back to the outside, he's got the best leverage. And obviously the best thing you could do is turn your head around and not play the man, but play the ball. He played the ball perfectly, got a tip, incompletion, great play, but then Rapp, just good hustle play, runs through with hustle and makes the interception. Simple as that. So a great play by the defense. Obviously, it's a two-person route. And if you're Foles, I mean, I don't know if Mooney's the guy you want to give a chance, but hey, again, I never not giving a receiver a chance, especially with the way they call interference now. So I'm not really mad at it, to be honest with you. It's just a great play by the defense. All right, so third quarter, we're down 14, 2nd and 6. Is this? Yeah, this is the fourth quarter. I don't know if I said that or not. This is towards the end, like when the game's pretty much out of reach, but we're still trying to do a little something. So we go 2 by 2, the back releases. Foles puts it up to Jimmy, who was running out-breaking route, but puts the ball downfield. Jimmy tries to readjust, and it's intercepted. So if we're looking at what we have here, again, Jimmy's going to run the out-breaking route. I'm not sure which receiver. I think that's Mooney. He's going to run the post across. And then backside, you kind of have those digs as well. So I actually like that route concept a whole lot. But the thing is, and we'll look at the pass rush. Pass rush starts to get there. You got to understand the leverage now. You might think, okay, Ramsey's going to carry that, and that's going to be wide open or whatever. But this is where the pressure really hurts you because you don't get a chance to see that break. And this is where pre-snap helps you if you know if it's man or zone. So, again, Massey gets beat. I mean, Foles obviously hit as he throws the ball. Maybe affected where he was trying to get it to, but it's hard. I wish I could look at the pass rush at the same time. It's a little hard to look. But you can see as the pass rush is coming and bearing down on Foles, that's right around when Mooney is making his break against Ramsey. And the ball's gone before you can see that Ramsey's not carrying Mooney. Ramsey stays on the ball. And obviously, throwing that, you thought Ramsey might take Mooney down the field, which would have left that open, but it wasn't the case. There's pressure in his face, and I don't know who that is that Massey's going against, but grabbing, bad feet, not a horrible recovery, but just not quick enough, and that's all it is. So that is it for me. Go down to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Overall, I mean, I still think the rush offense is better. Our tight ends are better. I think we are better in our identity with the inside zone. It's just simple things that we need to clean up. And overall, we're not great, but I think it's better than it was last year. But obviously, without Daniels, that hurts. Coward's not as good. AD's absolutely amazing. He's going to embarrass anybody. And then yeah, just overall, there's just really simple mental mistakes, I think. But anyway, go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.